Hello ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to this video. A very warm welcome to another video of mine. Well, today I'm gonna talk about how you can benefit from astrology. Astrology is about the effect of planets on a human being. I mean, the planets which are in the solar system, they are affecting a human being. So when a person makes his or her horoscope, it is basically seeing what the planetary positions were at the time of their birth. Basically, when an astrologer sees a person's horoscope, he or she comes to know what that person's entire life would be. When an astrologer sees a horoscope, he basically sees that which planets are beneficial to you, which planets are malefic for you, and subsequently he decides what will be the course of your life. Astrology is all about the effects of a planet on a human being. But it is not only that. Astrology is also about knowing the answers to all your questions. It is knowing solutions to all your problems. When you fall ill, a doctor guides you. He tells you which medicines to take. If a person needs a surgery, the doctor operates on him. The doctor guides you which food to take so that your illness doesn't aggravate further. He guides you in every respect. He tells you which vitamins you should have, which medicines you should take, which surgery you should undergo, etc., etc., etc. Similarly, by that same token, an astrologer guides you when to do a thing which will benefit you. For instance, an astrologer can tell you when to start a new business, when to get married, when to buy a house, when to have a housewarming ceremony. An astrologer can tell you exactly when will it rain. And if somebody can tell you before it rains, then you will be prepared that you have to take an umbrella when you go out. Well, if you were caught on the wrong foot and you went out without an umbrella, then perhaps you would get wet, drenched, and possibly you can fall ill. The purpose of you knowing what's gonna happen in the future is that you prepare yourself. You prevent yourself from any disasters of life. Suppose if an astrologer told you that in future you will be meeting with an accident within these 15 days, then you would definitely try not to drive at that point in time and hence save yourself from that accident. It is not possible for that astrologer to stop the rain, but at least he can tell you that it's gonna rain so that you can take an umbrella while going out and save yourself from getting wet, from getting drenched in the rain. And if you get wet or drenched, you might subsequently fall ill. So this is what astrology does for y'all. It basically cautions you for the future. It prepares you for the good and bad of life. You see, you cannot avoid the terrible things in life. But yes, if somebody guides you, then you can definitely plan your future in such a way that the event doesn't harm you too much. When you go to a doctor, he prescribes a medicine or he tells you to do some pathological tests done. He can also recommend a surgery for your problem. By that same token, an astrologer can give you some remedies which will cure your problems of life, your problems regarding money, finances, marriage, married life, children, your investments, your education, your mental health, your physical health, etc., etc., etc. So going to an astrologer is very similar to going to a doctor. The planets which are there in the solar system, they affect our day-to-day life. You can compare these planets to that remote of that television. These planets in the solar system are controlling our life. They are controlling our life just as a remote control controls a television. And a remote control controls a television in all the aspects of the functioning of the television, namely the contrast, the brightness, the volume, when you want to switch on the TV, when you want to switch off that TV. So this particular remote controls the television. Similarly, these planets, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, Venus, Sun, Jupiter, Mercury, Moon, controls our life. They are just like that remote control of that television which is controlling our life. And if for some reason that remote starts malfunctioning, then you will not get the same reception, you will not get the same sound which was coming earlier, which you expect from that television. Similarly, there are some malefic planets, there are some benefic planets. These benefic planets will do good to you, and malefic planets will give you some bad results. And where there is a problem, there is a solution. If that television goes defunct, then you can take that television to a mechanic who can repair that. Similarly, when you go to an astrologer, he can give you certain remedies which can cure your malefic planets. He can tell you exactly what you should do in order to pacify those malefic planets which is causing miseries, troubles, obstacles, hurdles, predicaments, ordeals in your life. It is all about living life to its fullest. So if you want to live a life where you can easily overcome your problems, your worries, your difficulties, your predicaments, your ordeals, then you must consult an astrologer. An astrologer can exactly tell you whether you should go in for a business or a job. He or she can exactly tell you whether you should study the science stream, the commerce stream, art stream, etc., etc., etc. He can exactly tell you what is there in your horoscope which will help you to live a better life. I mean, he or she can exactly tell you which path to tread on, which will be beneficial for you. An astrologer can tell you when to make your investments in a property, or which girl to marry, or as a matter of fact, what to do when you are taking an important decision. So, whenever you take an important decision, you must consult an astrologer. It will help you to avoid possible disasters in life. And if that astrologer feels that you need a remedy, you must go in for that remedy so that it will be easier for you to overcome your problems and difficulties of life. And not only this, if you want to see success and prosperity in your life, there are ways by which an astrologer can guide you so that you can see success and prosperity in your life. If you haven't been able to do certain things in your life with your own effort, and you think in spite of you making humongous efforts, great efforts behind that particular work, you haven't been successful, then it is time for you to consult an astrologer. He will guide you how to go about it, how to approach that particular work so that you see success in it. So if you want to take advantage of this science called astrology, then you must consult an astrologer at every point in time. An astrologer can truly guide you on the right path, and your life will become much easier than what you would experience without the help of an astrologer. You see, you need to take the help of an astrologer not because you are weak, but because you want to remain strong in life. You want to make the right decisions in life. You don't want to waste time on those things which will not be fruitful for you in your life. And this will save you a lot of time in life. As you all know, that time is the raw material of our life. It constitutes our life, and it is not wise to waste time in life. Spending your time behind an activity which will not produce any results for you, any good results for you, is not a prudent way to live life. So if you want guidance on your life, then you must visit an astrologer today and start remaining in touch with that astrologer so that he can guide you regularly on the decisions of your life that can make your life happier, joyful, and peaceful in the future. And this pretty much completes my video about how you can benefit from astrology. Well, like I always say, that if you wish to know your future through astrology and you are determined to live the best possible version of yourself, well, one must always try to live his or her best version of themselves because there is only one life to live. And besides that, if you want to earn a lot of money in your life, if you want to see richness in your life, if you want to see success and prosperity in your life, if you want to be filled with positivity in life, if you want peace, tranquility, and calmness in your life, which is most important for human beings, and you are hell-bent on taking your life from the ridiculous to the sublime, from the low point to the high point, from nothing to something, then you can visit an astrologer. And if you wish to contact me, then my WhatsApp number has been given on this video. Have a great day and a great life ahead. God bless you all. Jai Mata Di. Jai Ma Kali.